I can eat. I can read. I can read my Bible. I can be on my computer and do pictures. I can do lots of things on my table.
Can you move it around?
I can move it around. This swivels, first of all, which is cool. So when I need to get up, then this swivels, and then this comes out, and we can move it in the back.
Right.
It's so beautiful.
Right.
We're going to polyurethane it, don't worry. It'll be waterproof.
Right. Hi, Charles here. Well, we got the swivel seat in, and now we have a Lagoon table that I'm glad I didn't sell, and I almost did. And a happy wife with a new table for her swivel seat. Thanks for watching. Well, this was a very easy install. It all came by accident because I was looking on Etsy for a vector line drawing graphic of a transit. I had an idea for a t-shirt or for another decal, and of course, just like any Google search or anything, they throw everything at you that is keyworded. So when transit came up, this bracket came up, and so not this exact one, but 2 or 3 people were making their own version of this bracket that allows you to put a Lagoon table here. And so I posted about it on the Ford Transit USA Facebook page and got a lot of interest. And then Brian from Knarly Vans, Knarly, I'll put it on the screen here, Knarly Vans, he said, oh, I make those. So I looked him up, and so I ended up ordering from him. By the way, I did pay for this, so this isn't a paid promotion. But I will show you pictures of what it looks like. It came with just this one CNC machine metal cut plate that fits in these 2 factory holes, and then you put your own Lagoon mount. It slides on, and there you go. And the nice thing is, there have been other versions out there where it involved you had to cut the plastic, and this one you don't. It's just factory holes. So I've got it all actually installed here. I don't have these, I call them button head bolts. I don't have them super tight yet because I'm actually going to take this off in just a moment. But I want to start with this, and you heard Susie being all excited. But I'm going to take it apart a little bit and then put it back together. But I want you to see this separate. And then, not in this video, but I have another bracket like this from Lagoon that's going to go in between the beds, I think on my side, so we can pull this out. The leg comes out and set it back there. When we drive, we'll probably pull this out and put it in a box, but the arm can stay there. It swivels just fine. It's a really neat solution. And like I said, we never installed this. We decided it was going to be in the way, and it was up in the garage attic, and every now and then I think about it, and I put on Facebook Marketplace, and no one is interested, and I'm so glad I didn't sell it. So got an extra bracket, and we'll have it back there as well. So let me start to take this off, and then we'll delve into it. But it's 6 bolts, you're done. That was easy. So if you're not familiar with Lagoon tables, but most people, if they know anything about RVs, you see them in RVs and boats, and a lot of van builds that you see on YouTube, they install 1 or 2 of these. Sometimes you'll see 1 for each seat if they don't have anything blocking, they can swivel that seat. So you've just got this leg. It's extruded aluminum like you have with 80/20 aluminum. This slides on, as you saw. It tightens down, and this can't get in the way. You've got a button here, and it releases it so you can then crank down. So there you've got the leg, and so we can take this leg, put it back there, and slide it on a bracket, Lagoon bracket, and be all set. And then you can make whatever size you want. Susie, like I said, she made this small one, and she thinks it'll be okay, but I know she's going to make a fancy one for sure. And so it's only 6 screws, and that's it. And so this fits in here and tightens on there, and that's all there is to it. And you can swivel it and turn it this way and that way. Very clever. Now let me show you in here with the bracket, and we'll be done. Whoops, I forgot to mention that Susie made that wood top, same kind of wood we got from Home Depot for our countertops for here and here. And it's probably temporary, but she was happy to cut it. She loves using her router, so I'll show you just a little bit of that. Okay, so I've taken the bracket off, and as I said, this is the Lagoon mount that you have to have, and you would get that with your table, Lagoon mount and everything. And so here's the back side of the Knarly Vans mount, and I used a 45 millimeter T-handle for those, and then a 40 for the factory holes. So that really is all there is to it. These four tighten in, and then we put this on. So nothing fancy to show you, but I'll show you and I'll speed it up. And the nice thing about this solution, it doesn't involve the trim at all. I know some people have made their own way of making a bracket like this, but I'm just going metal to metal, and no trimming, no shimming, no nothing. And I always carry a set of these with me because I like to be able to tighten things up here, and up on the roof rack I use these same tools to make sure everything is nice and tight. So nice flush fit. Now let me turn the seat and show you that this does not interfere at all. So let's turn this around. And I need to move this forward and bring it up forward a little bit. And there we go. Doesn't even come close. So I don't yet have the exact moves. I got to remember how much to tilt this forward and to slide it forward. And then when we're driving, this can come back where she wants it, and it still will not interfere. So there you go, one of the easiest installs on this entire van build. 4 bolts, 2 bolts, done. You couldn't be easier. And you just have to have your Lagoon table with the mount, and if you buy extras, you can have extra places where you can move that table around. So my wife likes it. Simple, no trimming, done. It's a great product from Knarly Vans, and they've got other things that they make as well that you could check them out. So glad to have this. And my wife will get to try it out in a few days. We had to cancel our trip to Colorado Springs. We were going to be leaving on Sunday. This is Friday. But my father-in-law is not doing well right now. And so we decided we couldn't leave for 9 days. So we canceled our trip. We got a big one at the end of the summer out there for 5 weeks. So we're hopeful that'll work out. And so we're going to be camping for 2 days next week when Susie's sister comes over from Champaign for a couple of days, she and her husband, and they'll tend to my father-in-law, and we'll get to take a little break. So there you go. Nice solution. Thanks for watching.